Animes, dude.
Love
okay,
it.
so here's the issue. Now, I'm not saying I don't.
I love anime.
Anime.
I don't know what
I don't
know where he going with this.
All right, we gonna see.
If he go to talking shit about anime, we
kind
got
of where we're going. I'm just gonna say something, okay?
I'm a comic book person, but I love anime.
I love anime also. So Attack on Titan, One Punch Man,
Attack on Titan is in the final season.
Yeah,
amazing.
I was watching
show.
The English dub just last night. I was trying to show my
real like. I don't know reviews, but there's like real like a lot of intricate type of shit going on. Like
it's a lot.
It's a real good story.
It's pretty good.
But anyway,
so
go ahead.
anime.
Don't talk shit.
No, I love it. I love it. Now the issue is, the problem with it is.
Here we go.
Is people, they're a little weird in anime, right? So like when they're around a dog, or when they cry, they're like, right? Or when they're around a girl, they like bleed from their nose. There's a lot of weird shit going on, but it's part of the humor.
It's their culture.
Right? It's their humor culture.
Japanese
the problem is, there's some fucking. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but there's some people out there that are very weird because they were raised by anime. Now, back in my day, I watched all different types of cartoons, but I was raised more on freaking
comic books,
X-Men, like I was raised by like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. Like those were my animes at the time, because they didn't really have them over here as much, especially dub.
Yeah, it was hard for us to get anime.
But once Dragon Ball Z came out, I was like hooked, and then I got hooked into the anime world, which was great. But they do have a different type of sense of humor, dude, and it does make conversations super awkward. I mean, I always know when I'm talking to an anime kid who was raised by the anime, who's raised by anime. It's so obvious because they are that weird.
I listen. I automatically assume if you like under 30, I would say that you were raised on anime. Like anime is a part of your like as a kid, as part of your like you. Because it'd be people from all walks of life that I see
that are into
anime.
Oh yeah,
like
some people that you wouldn't even expect. It don't matter
your color. Yeah. It don't matter your job. It don't matter your position. It's some people that I don't even think listen to it. And what's crazy is a lot of people are into it. The only reason I would tell you like I'm a fan of animes is like a few points. One is the way comics and stuff has gone now. It's all
political.
I would say political. It's more like
adding. Like
I would say political. It's more just trying to appeal to everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. They try to do this appeal thing where they're gonna have all sorts of things going on that are going on in the world today.
Yeah.
Not just keeping it like for instance, I'll tell you.
I go to comics or anime for an escape.
I'll tell you, for instance, right? Some of the ones like now with comics, now they have like a transgender person, they have a gay person, they have a man on man,
Nightwing's gay and shit. Sometimes.
Man on man stuff. They have all that in there because they're trying to appeal.
I don't want it
to what's happening, whatever's going on in the world, and I don't even know if that's really majority. But
they want to push it more mainstream as much as they can.
Whoever's writing it is wanting to do that. Anyways, but in anime, there is none of that. Like in anime and Japanese culture, I guess I'm just guessing. There is none of that because they can have some guy who might look like he could be gay, but they're not gonna just come out and say he's gay.
Yeah.
Like it's not a thing to do that. He just acts a little differently, a little weird. Like there's a guy in One Piece.
They do it without saying it.
Yeah, there's a guy in One Piece that's like a drag queen guy type of guy, and but it doesn't say it, but he just acts like that, right? And then there's the guy who's like the real tough guy who likes all the girls and gets hearts in his eyes and bleeds out his nose when he sees a woman, and it's not said, but it's like
so weird.
But it's like but now it's it's just a different way. They do the blood thing. I think that's like
they're just trying
horny.
They're trying to
like, oh my god,
how like anxious the person is.
Yeah, they really love women. So it's like
I freaking love anime.
Either that, or they could just make them have a hard on or some shit if they want to. But I like that fact because now that's why I think anime is taking over from comics. Because comics are going really weird down. They're
kind of boring.
They're trying to prove a point, or they're trying to like show something instead
escapism.
of just give me story.
I watch it for escape. I read it for escapism. I want to go into a different world.
Give me a good story.
Yeah.
If you look at even like right now, what's the one on Disney? Hawkeye and his daughter.
Yeah.
it's like
they add so
bro,
much.
Like we don't
shit
need
in
all
there
that.
on purpose.
Some people don't follow it that much enough to even know or even care.
Yeah.
But it's like that's not. If it's not gonna make the story better, then we don't need it.
I don't need to know it. It doesn't.
I don't even know that.
If it doesn't help the storyline, then what do I need it in?
Anime doesn't do that. Anime seems to me like they just go down a path. Whatever the story is, the story.
Yeah.
They're not gonna try to.
They let you assume. You can assume all day on what they were trying.
Yeah, and they're not gonna try to add something in just because that's what's going on now, right? Like, so if like it's like Black Lives Matter now, you're not gonna see an anime be like. Yeah. In the middle of it, be like fist up, Black Lives Matter, because they're not going off of that. The guy whoever's writing the story is writing the story because that's his story that he thought about.
But I'll tell you too,
which is
the same thing with comics though, because a lot like comics it also adds to the like people aren't really like all women aren't really shaped the way that the women are in that.
In anime, all the women are shaped.
All the women are bangers, really. They're all bangers.
They're all like fitness.
It was the same thing with comics though. Like
fitness. Wonder Woman is never skinny. She's never fat.
She's never fat. Well, actually, they do have a fat Wonder Woman now.
Now they do. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Now
that's what we're saying. That's
now
perfect.
They're trying to. Now they're trying to do all this. It's like there's a black Batman. There's a black Superman. There's
Thor
a
is a woman now.
Spider-Man. Thor is a woman. Mm-hmm. It's like, come on, bro. Like, some of that is
too much. Don't add that into my entertainment, dude. Let me just enjoy my entertainment.
Yeah, because it's like, does it really
need
it?
If it adds to the story, then I get it.
I get it.
Yeah,
but if it doesn't really need to be, no. It has, but it has no part in the story.
Watch that last remake of Ghostbusters, right? That last Ghostbusters, and then watch the newest Ghostbusters, and tell me which one's better. I guarantee you're gonna like the last.
I just watched the Afterlife.
Afterlife. How good was that?
Afterlife was cool.
It was really good.
Real cool.
Did you see the other one though?
I didn't see the one with the girls. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, dude, don't.
I wasn't gonna watch it.
Fucking terrible.
No, and the only reason I seen Afterlife, to be honest with you, it wasn't a picky thing. It was because my son and his friend wanted to see it, so I was like, I'll go see it. But it was good because it still kicked off of the old one.
But you notice this is the thing too.
And I didn't know how Spengler died.
I do like that.
I was like, I didn't know that shit.
I do like that they added all this that they kept going back to the old ones to make it so authentic. But I also like the fact that I didn't have to deal with any narratives. They weren't trying to throw in a gay. Oh, but he's actually gay, or he's actually. And they changed the character to make him black instead of white. They didn't do any of that. They just kept the story the story. It did. If they didn't add the story, don't put it in there. That's what made Ghostbusters. Because
my thing is like
Afterlife. Check it out. By the way,
it was good.
It was
and
really good.
My thing is, my son actually said it was one of the best movies. So I'm like. He said that shit. I was shocked. But anyway, so
we can replay.
The only thing is like if it doesn't add, the people that are watching it are already people that are into this type of thing, right? They're into comics or they're into something, right? And whatever got them into it is what got them into it. Right. You adding this stuff, I guess, to make a point or to show that you're aware that you're woke and all this.
You're woke, exactly.
I don't think it does anything for anybody.
Cares about
the people that you're trying to appeal to aren't watching it. They don't care. They're not fans of it. They don't care about comics. They care about other shit. You need to appeal to them on that.
You know what? Spider-Man.
Do some stuff in your community to appeal to them.
Yeah, with Spider-Man, the Miles Morales.
Don't make any sense.
It was cool that he's Spanish and black, right? It is cool. It is cool. But it didn't have to be that. It didn't have to. It didn't give a shit if he was white, black, Spanish. It didn't matter to me.
Make a new character.
It didn't matter to me.
That's my whole point.
The only thing that mattered was that somebody was picking up the mantle from old Spider-Man. That was the cool part about what he was. And he has all these extra powers and abilities, and they can mess with the storyline because of the multiverse. If a character that's the story. The story isn't he's Spanish.
Yeah, if a character is dying off, white. Right? A character dies.
Yeah.
And you want a new character, cool. But don't make a whole new story.
Gay. It doesn't matter.
Some people make a whole new story for somebody,
and they add
like,
that in.
bro, like that's not.
This is gonna add depth to the storyline. It doesn't add depth to the storyline.
I didn't care if
somebody. Here's
Superman
the thing.
I never seen Superman
you're gonna
have
isolate
sex
your viewers
with Lois Lane.
Yeah.
They barely kissed, right? I didn't care either way. I didn't care if Superman never kissed Lois Lane and didn't have Lois Lane as a partner. Like didn't want Lois Lane.
I did like it when Batman banged Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Goddamn, yeah, he did bang it.
Yeah, but I didn't care about it.
That's not a big deal.
I didn't care about it either way. I was looking at Superman taking out
the Ra's al Ghul
people.
storyline. Whenever they introduced Damian Wayne finally, and you finally see Batman's son from. There's a whole thing on it, but when they finally introduced, it is important that he banged some chick, but. They didn't go into it. It was literally not a part of the story. It was the fact
because
that
now you're bringing up his son, but just because I don't care about their sex life.
The fact that he has a son was the story. That's it. It didn't have to be like
they moved.
Yeah. And then he did the thing, and he brought us some toys. No, Didn't have any. He had something in his batarang suit, and he brought out some whips, and no, it didn't. He didn't have to go there. Just tell him.
We didn't have to know about it either. We didn't really care.
That's what I'm saying.
He had a son, and that son is Damon Wayne.
I do love anime. I do love cartoons, all that type of shit. I love that shit, and it's just you could always tell the difference.
I just like that they don't hold back on certain shit too. They're not gonna like, and the characters all look weird anyways, right? The characters are never looking like cool, they're never looking like any color, any race.
I didn't know how good.
What's crazy is
how good of a story Attack on
What's crazy is there's a video. You should look it up. There's a video where there's a bunch of anime characters, and they were asking people in Japan, who does this guy look like, right? And it'd be some people that are looking at him and they're like, oh, he looks like he's Korean. Oh, he looks like he's Japanese. Oh no, his eyes are slanted. He looks like he's Chinese. And these were Japanese and Korean people saying this about the animes, right? So when they asked the same people in New York, I think it was in New York, or they asked like Americans, they were like, oh no, he looks like he's they were saying how he looks. He looks like a white guy. He looks like
Cantonese.
No, he looks white. Like Goku doesn't look Japanese.
No, he doesn't.
Right? But they saw him and they said he looked like Korean. Yeah. Right? They saw I forgot the characters they used, but they used certain characters and they were like, it was a blonde haired guy like Sanji from One Piece, and they were like, oh, he looks this type of guy. He looked the blonde hair, he looks like he's North Korean. I mean South Korean or whatever. Gotcha. Right? So I was surprised because I'm like, damn, like I didn't see that. I saw a white guy with blonde hair look like a white guy probably from Europe. Yeah. But for them, they see it a whole different way. That's why you can't always take it for what it is, because their characters are always looking weird. They look different.
And I think it's intentional, so they
skinny,
realize
they're fat.
It's all
they're like
I think somebody wants somebody in Russia to be able to relate to the character.
Yeah, and you can, because all the characters are like, I cannot relate to Goku, looking. Bro. They all look different. Bulma has blue hair in there. Their son has gray hair, and he's a kid. Yeah, smart. Right? Smart, it's like he's a gray haired kid. You know,
Piccolo's green.
Piccolo's green's an alien. You know what I mean? One Piece, everybody's different, right? Sanji looks different, and Zoro has green hair. Yeah. Born with green hair. Yeah. As a baby, he had green hair. Right? I don't know what background he is. We don't even get into it. We don't really even care.
But it's smart. It's smarter writing because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's their creativity just showing this is what they want to do. Yes. Right? And the people look like fishmen and Attack on Titan. I don't know where those people are from. You can't even tell. They're just from LLDA and then whatever the ones that. And then the Titans are weird looking.
Ass Titans running around.
They look weird.
They do.
They look weird. They're like,
very like.
Then they're knocking people and killing, eating them, and it's like they don't care. Giant. Like they don't care about making a point or showing you something.
Right.
What the hell?
5%. They're 5%.
Yeah, we gotta get.
We're gonna wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap this up. Anime has got some weirdos in it. We understand.
It's great though.
Because it does. But I think even comics, if you went to Comic-Con, I bet you'll see some weird motherfuckers doing some weird shit.
We might be doing that one time.
No, I'm gonna try. My son actually wants to go to
the
Anime Con or some Comic-Con thing. So we might do that.
It's on my bucket list.
You know what I mean? It's not my son wants to see it, I'll go.
But we're about to see some weird people. But it's all good.
I'm not dressing